Welcome to Storytime in Stephanie's Kitchen, where I read aloud a recipe, maybe two, from one of the many cookbooks that I have on my cookbook shelves. I've been collecting and curating recipes since I was 8 years old, and we're not going to talk about how long ago that was, but I will tell you that I did start watching the Food Network back when it was in the beginning days, around 1993, and I am still watching that show. It has changed quite a bit, but over the years I have definitely found some amazing chefs that I must follow constantly. And someone that I first heard about from Food Network was Susan Feniger and the Two Hot Tamales. So I wanted to share with you a recipe from Susan Feniger's street food cookbook. I just love the description. Irresistibly crispy, creamy, crunchy, spicy, sticky, sweet recipes. And I don't want to say a lot about this cookbook because I really feel like the words on the page will speak for themselves. In fact, I'll start with the back cover. It's almost as if the words are spoken by me. Honestly, I feel a very big connection to how Susan Feniger introduces this cookbook. This is how it starts. My first love has always been food. But in the search for ever more interesting and challenging cuisines, I discovered my second love, learning about people and their cultures. Nothing pleases me more than to travel in some foreign place, stop at a little stand on the street for some amazing dish I've never heard of, and suddenly find myself engaged in a conversation with a complete stranger. I believe that in any country, what you see and taste on the street is the best food you'll find, because it's usually one family's recipe handed down and perfected over generations. There aren't any frills, there's no service, all the focus is on the food. And that is from the introduction. I will tell you that Susan Feniger, and this is from the inside end papers, Susan Feniger is well known for her 3 Border Grill restaurants and 2 Hot Tamales Food Network show, all with business partner Mary Sue Milliken, who's awesome as well. She opened her first solo restaurant, Street, which is this cookbook, in Los Angeles in 2009. She helped start Cool Comedy Hot Cuisine, the major annual fundraising event for the Scleroderma Research Foundation, and she is on the board of the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center. Visit her at www.susanfenigersite.com, and I will include that information at the end or in the notes section. Susan Feniger, one of the original Food Network stars, is co-founder of Border Grill, regular on Top Chef, and creator of Street. Has continuously found inspiration for her renowned cooking in food carts around the world. In Susan Feniger's Street Food, she shares 83 of her favorite recipes with home cooks, giving them a taste of these unexpected, tantalizing dishes. I'm one of those home cooks. So, as you look at my bookshelf, you will notice that even though I am a librarian, I dog-ear all of my cookbooks because honestly, I don't know why I do that, because I end up reading it from the front cover to the back cover all over again if I haven't seen it for a while. But let's just say this is one recipe that I dog-eared many days ago, many years ago, and I would like to make this recipe, I think, next week. So this one is the Malaysian black pepper clams. I also, bad librarian, I know, write in my cookbooks. So the comment that I wrote here is great! Exclamation point. And I will read to you the head note. It says, serves 4. When I was in Singapore, I got a hot tip from the hotel concierge, after much arm twisting, to not send me to a tourist spot, about a great local restaurant. It turned out that her grandfather owned a popular Malaysian diner that was off the beaten path and outside the city. Though there wasn't a lot of English spoken there, as always, the love of food was the understood language. That day I tasted lots of traditional Malaysian dishes, including this one, which they made with crab instead of clams. However, the sweetness of clams with this sauce is an undeniably fantastic combination. A big bowl of these clams, the broth, some crusty bread for dipping, and a salad makes the perfect meal with very little mess to clean up afterwards. Whenever we rotate the menu at Street, we try to take this recipe off, and it practically causes a riot. So we're going to start with the ingredient list. 2.5 pounds manila clams. 1/4 cup grated coconut palm sugar, or packed dark brown sugar. 2 teaspoons oyster sauce. 2 tablespoons dark soy sauce. Juice of 1.5 limes, 2 tablespoons canola oil, 2 tablespoons chopped garlic, 1 2-inch piece fresh ginger, peeled and minced, 1 tablespoon cracked black pepper, 4 tablespoons, half stick, unsalted butter, 10 fresh mint leaves, 1/2 cup fresh cilantro leaves, 1/4 cup fresh Thai basil leaves, or regular basil leaves. Sourdough bread, sliced 1 inch thick and toasted for serving, optional. Extra virgin olive oil for serving, optional. Lime wedges for serving. 1. Put the clams in a large bowl and rinse them under cold running water for 5 to 10 minutes to purge them of all sand and grit. Drain. 2. In a small bowl, combine the coconut palm sugar, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and lime juice. 3. Heat the canola oil in a large sauté pan or skillet set over high heat. Add the garlic and ginger and cook for 2 minutes, stirring occasionally to release the flavors, but do not let the garlic brown. Add the black pepper and the clams. Add 1/3 cup water, cover immediately, and steam the clams for 3 to 4 minutes or until they open. Remove any that do not open. Add the oyster sauce mixture and stir well. Add the butter, stir well, and pour the clams into a large bowl. Sprinkle the mint, cilantro, and Thai basil over the clams. Serve with the toasted bread, brushed with the olive oil if desired, and wedges of fresh lime. The first time I made this recipe, I was a little intimidated because I had not made clams before, and why not start with an amazing recipe? So, back when I first started making interesting recipes from different cuisines, this did seem intimidating, but now I feel like since I've been cooking this way for so long, it's really not hard at all. Get those ingredients out, measure them, mise en place, shall we say, and it happens in a snap, and it is so amazing, so delicious. I highly recommend. So that is Susan Feniger's Street Food. And the copyright for this book, let's see here, so you know, is 2012. So hopefully you'll be able to find a copy of this book. I want to thank you for joining me for another recipe read aloud here in Storytime in Stephanie's Kitchen. And please enjoy. And as always, keep reading and cooking.